What's going down, y'all? It's the Wake Up Crew here to talk some NBA prop bets over on PrizePicks for this Sunday, October the 30th, 2022 NBA slate. Quick recap of the plays that we talked about yesterday. It was not good. Wasn't a good night yesterday. John Collins, more than 7.5 rebounds. He had 5. It was rebound by committee. The whole damn team had 5. The only player in double digits was Clint Capella. We also talked about Tyrese Maxey, his points and his first half points if Embiid was out and Embiid was in, so you should not have played Maxey if Embiid had played, and especially with those first half points. We also, who else did we have on the ticket yesterday?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton, he did hit. He did go over his 19.5 points. Steph Curry did go over his 26.5 points, but there was somebody else that we had talked about on the slate that didn't come through. Luka, first half. Luka did not come through. 15.5 points. He did not get that. I think he had 12 in the first half. He ended up hitting his total points more than 30.5, but did not go over in the first half. But that's all right. That's how it is, man. Bankroll management. We're not going to bat 100% every night, but we're going to give you the plays. We don't charge you for picks. We just ask that you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, like. We went to the model. We got back in the lab, and hopefully we got some winners for y'all today. So let's get into it right now.
High flying action, take a step back and relax. It's time to count that money, the NBA props. No look any further. You know what time it is. Presented by PrizePicks, NBA props. Let's
count that money, man. All right, Jay, let's get into it, and I'll kick us off because I am right back to the points in the first half. And I'm going to start this off with everybody's least favorite plays and under R.J. Barrett, under his first half points versus the Knicks. I've been playing this, Jay, behind the scenes quietly, and it has been money. 10.5 points for R.J. versus Cleveland. This is a difficult matchup for him, and he has not hit this number in any game this season. He's getting about 16 minutes per game in the first half. R.J. Barrett is getting up about 7 shots per game in the first half, and he's shooting about 30%. You see 6, 8, 4, 8, and 3 has not hit double figures in the first half once in a game this year. He's pretty low on our projection model for the points. I mean, it's a 70% probability for his points to go under in total, and that's at 20.5. So I'm going to take the under. R.J. Barrett not getting no 11 points versus Cleveland today on Sunday. That's my first play I want to dish out to the people.
Yeah, I like that one, Ray. I was surprised as well. I was looking at some props for R.J. Barrett in regards to his steals. Doesn't have a steal all year. He's not playing so well so far. I think the Jalen Brunson effect is still kind of affecting him a little bit. But a play I want to go back to because I've been playing it and it's been hitting over and over, and it's Nikola Jokic's over on his rebounds. Now, I also do like his fantasy score. He is playing the Los Angeles Lakers today. We know the Lakers, they don't rebound very well. And especially to opposing centers in particular, that's where they've really struggled. Now, today he's at 11.5. He's gone over in 4 of his last 5 versus the Lakers. They just played the Lakers a few days ago. He had 13 rebounds. Now, I do want to point out Michael Porter Jr. did not play in that game. So if you're looking at the points, maybe stay away from those. He scored, I believe, 31 against them last game, but Porter is probably going to play in this one. And so the biggest thing here, and the reason why I want to talk about the rebounds, is because he's still going to rebound. Porter has not been a big rebounder. He's only been averaging about 1.5 per game. So I still like Jokic to go over these rebounds. We hit it when Nurkic played them, going back and now playing Jokic, not very high in the model, but the matchup is elite. And I think that Jokic will go over. I do like the fantasy score as well. He's been diming up on the Lakers quite a bit. And like I mentioned, Porter will be back. So more opportunities for assists. I think whether you go the rebounds or the fantasy score, I think I like both quite a bit.
Why not an under on the points? Why not an under on the points? He's only averaging 19.4. I know he had 33 versus LA last game, but if you're not as high on the points, why not take an under on the points? You don't like that?
Well, it's just because I don't want to bet that he's going to go under, right? At the end of the day, we know that he can score 30. He just did it. And while Porter is back, and I wanted to point that out to people so they don't take the over on the points because he did it last time, I think that the rebounds or the fantasy score are the two best ones. He also had 4 steals in the last game against the Lakers. Now, he's not going to do that every game, but he's good for around a block or a steal per game. And we obviously know he can dish it out to double-digit capacity. He's had triple-doubles against the Lakers in the past. So I do like Jokic quite a bit. I think the rebounds is probably the best play. It's the highest one for Jokic in our model. And obviously the success that centers have had versus the Lakers, we saw Gobert, 18 rebounds. Nurkic had 14 rebounds. So again, Jokic, a very similar caliber rebounder. As long as he's down low getting those rebounds, he will probably hit in this one.
All right, Jay, this is one of the top plays in our model. Luka Doncic, more than 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Orlando Magic. This is a plus matchup for Luka. We have him projected for close to 60 points, rebounds, and assists. The fear is they do blow out the Magic, but Orlando with Paolo, they're hanging in there for the most part with a lot of teams. I still like Luka's points. They bumped this up a point from yesterday, but he's doing everything. 41% usage rate, rebounding, diming, scoring, fouled out last game. I think he's going to come out hot, ready to go. I like Luka's points, rebounds, and assists in this one too, Jay.
Yeah, no, I'm with you for sure. And while 60 is definitely more towards his ceiling, I think the way he's been playing recently, back-to-back triple-doubles, 40-point games, 16 rebounds yesterday against OKC. I don't want to expect that against the Magic because they are a much better rebounding team, or at least they have much taller players to go and grab rebounds, and they're not playing as much on the perimeter. But I do like this one quite a bit. You talked about Luka Doncic. Last game shot 8 for 23 versus the Thunder, lost the game. I think he's going to be hot. He's going to be mad. So I think he's probably going to come out. He did play 40 minutes. So maybe there is some potential concerns for limited minutes on a Sunday. So be aware of that if you guys are hesitant about the play. I did want to point that out as well. But again, if Luka is Luka again in this one, he will probably go over with how well he's been playing recently on a bad shooting day.
Would you rather the points? Because both of them are at the top of our model. The points are super high and the points, rebounds, and assists are high. Which one do you think is the better play, in your opinion, in this matchup?
I think I would still go to the points, rebounds, and assists. And the only reason why is because he's shown that he's been getting the dimes, especially recently, and the rebounds can come for him if he chooses to go after them. Like, he just comes down to what is he going to give you? You need him to give you 30 points, right? You're basically looking for a 30-point triple-double from Luka Doncic plus. And so if you want to go for the points because that's how he's going to get there anyways, I'm with you and I'm fine with it. But I still think I would go with the points, rebounds, and assists just because that's the better play. And you get all the different variations of what he could do. And he is a guy who can have a 13 assist game or a 13 rebound game. And that's the reason why I think you do go that route. I like both plays. I think the points is probably the one that you need him to really get there because it's such a high total. But I think the points, rebounds, and assists give you a little bit more flexibility, even if it is 50.5.
All right. Anything else you want to touch on before we get out of here?
The only one I did want to kind of mention briefly is Anthony Edwards points plus rebounds again. It's at 29.5. I talked about it the last time he played. He's up against the Spurs again. He's played the Spurs last time. He had 34 points on them. So it just comes down to do you like this play overall? He's been putting up 30 points almost every single game. The Minnesota Timberwolves play at one of the highest paces in the league. The Spurs allow almost the most points in the NBA per game. It should be a fast-paced environment. It's not a core play. It's a flex for me because I don't know how they're going to play. They could blow them out, and so I don't want to be all in on that. But I do think it's a pretty good bet overall. 29.5 on most books. It's 29.5, and on FanDuel it's 30.5. So it's already moving towards the over. Went over last game just on the points. I think you can do it again in this one. So it's more a flex play for me, but one I'm watching and one I may bet later in the day.
Yeah, I've got one more flex one as well, and these are not core plays, but Jayson Tatum versus Washington, more than 13.5 points in the first half for Jayson Tatum, averaging 17.4. So it's a pretty difficult matchup. Washington's are right against these perimeter scorers, small forward shooting guards, Jayson Tatum, but they actually dropped this number down a little bit for us. So 13.5, expecting Tatum to come out hot, ready to go, shooting the ball, still usage rate tops in the NBA for first half. Jayson Tatum right up there with Jaylen Brown. Again, like you said, a flex play. I think these three, Luka, more than 50.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Edwards, more than 29.5 points and rebounds. And Jayson Tatum's first half points are all flex plays. I think these are the only two that we really, really feel super confident in. For me, RJ Barrett will be a core play for me, less than 10.5 first half points in this matchup today. So there go the plays, there goes the data, there goes the model, there goes our rationale, reasoning, and all that other good stuff. So as always, take what you like, leave what you don't like. Just hit the thumbs up button, comment, subscribe, let us know what you're rocking with today. And if you tail, give PrizePicks hell, and if we fail, do not bail. We got Monday Night Football picks. College football was good to us this past Saturday. We've got more NBA coming tomorrow. So Jay, I think that's about it, man. I hope everybody enjoys the games today, Sunday football and NBA. Good luck if you tail, and good night. We're out. Peace.